Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new around here, my name is Stacy. I'm so happy that you're here. So I decided I'm gonna leave my tree app all until January. Shout out Taylor Swift. But also my partner was the one that threw out the idea and I wasn't gonna say no. So we have a pretty little background today because the tree's still up. We are currently December 28th, I believe. So I kind of wanted to just make a little book vlog, but also at the same time like do little things in between. Not necessarily just a reading vlog, but I kind of just wanted to mention the book that I read in 2023 as well as what I'm currently reading. The year is coming to a close. I am so excited about the new year. I'm one of those people that loves to set goals, whether they're small or big. I love looking forward to things and setting those goals for myself. But yes, I really want to dive into all of the book content. But before I get into that, I really want to get a simmer pot going because I haven't made one for a couple weeks now. It just felt like it was a perfect, cozy way to start a day. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go ahead and make a little simmer pot. So I want some nice, cozy scents going around the apartment. Okay, so now that we've got that going, I want to quickly dive into the books that I read in 2023. The last couple years, I set goals for myself and I haven't met them, including 2023. This year was so incredibly stressful. It was a year of really picking back up and doing a lot of things. I didn't have a lot of reading time towards like the first half of the year, and then it started to kind of pick up speed towards the end and once the holidays hit and everything. Plus, that's like the best time to read. Yeah. All that being said, I basically gave myself just a last minute goal of reading at least 10 books to end the year off. So I'm almost there. I have 9 books and I have one that I'm about to finish pretty soon. And I'm pretty sure I can get it done before the new year hits. I've talked about it before in some of my other vlogs, but I have an app called Libby, and you basically just connect your library card from your local library to the app, and then you can rent like audiobooks and regular books through there. I am definitely that type of person that prefers to read through a book, turn the pages like a physical copy of a book. In moments where I can't sit down and read my physical book, I've also had the option of having the audiobooks in the morning when I'm getting breakfast ready or when I'm cleaning or when I'm driving. I basically just pop my headphones on and I will read that way. My biggest thing was just like not falling into a slump where I gave myself too much of a time in between of not reading and then just like falling into that kind of slump where I just like don't pick it back up again. I definitely don't like to skip out on any opportunity where I could read, so that's where audiobooks come in handy, and I love having that option available. But let's go ahead and get into the books that I read in 2023. So I didn't start this one in 2023. It's a very slow read. I finished it because I think I only had like a chapter of it left when 2023 hit. So I don't know if I should count this one, but it was this one that I mentioned a few times. This is The House by the Sea, May Sarton, and this one was really nice. I think I ended up thrifting this, or I bought off of Depop. I honestly loved how the cover looked, and that's the main reason why I picked it up and decided to read it. It's a bunch of journal entries, basically, of this old lady that kind of like, she's a writer, and she kind of just like grows up in this old house, and she lives in Maine. So I read it mostly because of location, and it just seemed like a very nice read, and it was. So yeah, I really did enjoy this. I want to say I gave it 4 stars because I love myself a good little journal or memoir type of book. So yeah, this one was really nice. The next book that I read this year was Page Boy by Elliot Page. This book was so good. I think my only complaint about it, which I have mentioned a few times before, is just that the book kind of felt like it was hard to keep up with in terms of like timeline. It would skip around a lot, but it wouldn't explain that in a sense where like you could keep up with it. I mean, overall, it was an amazing read. I would definitely recommend it to somebody. The other book that I finished this year was Joan Didion's The Year of Magical Thinking. This book broke my heart so much. I had never read a Joan Didion book before. This was my first. Definitely will be reading more in 2024 from her. I loved the way that she wrote. This book truly just shattered me, and it was so heavy. There was a lot of grief in this book, so if you're somebody that's dealing with grief, just know ahead of time, or you probably already read it, because I'm kind of late to the game. But yes, this book was honestly so amazing. I really loved it so much. I gave it a 5-star. I started reading this on our flight to Disneyland earlier this year in September. So this was my travel flight book. And I'm so glad I picked it up. It was such a happy time in my life. And then for me to pick this book up, it didn't really make sense, but it's okay. Another one that I recently finished was Joyland from Stephen King. I had to read a Stephen King book this year. You guys already know. This book I enjoyed so much. I feel like that's unfair of me to say because Stephen King's my favorite author. So I feel like, I mean, you'd be surprised. There are actually a few books that I don't love by Stephen King. So it's not the case with this one. This book is so good. This was honestly to me like a page turner. I just feel like so much happened in this story and there were twists as there usually are in Stephen King books, but this one was so good. Stephen King always has a way of just like making me feel like I know what's happening, and then at the last minute it's just like, oh, okay. A lot of Stephen King's books have also a different type of feel of like murder mystery factor in it. So I feel like he just does it all, to be honest. Like that's why I love reading his books so much. But yes, definitely check out Joyland. And then this is another one. This is the first book I believe that I started reading this year. So this is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I think that's how you say it, Haig. There's a lot that happens like multiverses in this book, and I just honestly felt like I was reading a story from the Marvel universe. So this is a book that has a lot of like alternate ending type of situations. So when I started this book, I honestly didn't realize that it would have things like that. So it was a nice surprise, and I ended up really enjoying this so much. So I definitely recommend you pick this up if you haven't, but this is probably another one that I'm late to the game on. Another book that I just recently finished. I read this one in 2 days. It was so good. But this one was entirely an audiobook because I read this in its entirety when I drove up to Houston for a photo shoot. So I read so much on the way there and so much on the way back. And then like while I was editing photos and everything, the story was so good. This is actually one that was on my shelf for, I'm not even kidding, probably like 5 years. I was kicking myself for not picking it up sooner. But yes, definitely not one that like floats around Goodreads or people's recs very much, but I honestly love this a lot. It takes a turn. Like I said, I just love books like that keep me on my toes, like keep me guessing. So this is definitely one like that. It's such a good read. The other one that I finished reading this year was Diary of an Oxygen Thief. I have to say, you guys, this book was probably my least favorite. It was my least favorite. I don't have too much to say about it because I don't recommend it. I feel so bad because my friend gave me this book and I don't think she had read it either though, so it's fine. This one was such a short book, so that's the only reason why I read it from beginning to end, and because I wanted to cross off another book off my list, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I didn't like the story at all. If you Google it, you can just kind of figure out what it's about. But I was waiting for me not to feel disgusted by the main character guy, and I think that's, I don't know, I think I didn't like him like as if I knew him, like a personal friend or something. So I just feel like that is the reason why that's my beef on this book. I don't know, but yes, moving on. Just keeping it real with you guys. On to the last one that I've completed for 2023, Mother Thing. I definitely thought it was going to be a little different, a little more like horror or something. I don't like to read too much of the synopsis like before I start a book. Like I really do like the element of surprise still, so I don't like to have everything be given away. Just kind of like a gist of what the book is about, but not giving too much away. So what happened with this one, I read a little bit of what it was supposed to be about, and I just got the feeling like it would be a little bit more haunting. I've already mentioned before, the book is basically about this girl's mother-in-law passes away and is apparently supposed to haunt her. They didn't have a good relationship while she was still alive, and even in death, I guess, the mother said to come back to like haunt her. So I almost feel like more than half the book didn't have too much to do with that. It was more like the dynamic of the relationship that everyone had, which I enjoyed as well. I love when books have that and like they'll actually explain, you know, backgrounds to the characters and stuff. So also to say, I didn't dislike it. I think I gave it a 4-star. Trigger warning, it deals with suicide, so just know ahead of time before going into this, it is a little graphic in that sense. And yeah, just if you're going into that, I do want to mention that. So just trigger warning. So those are all the books basically from 2023 that I read. I want to say I read another one that for some reason was not on my list. But now, very quickly, just wanted to mention the 3 books that I'm currently reading, because I'm currently reading like 4 books. But I can't mention one of them because I haven't seen my friend yet. One of the books that I'm currently reading is actually a book that I got from my friend because I'm so obnoxious, and of course I had to read it first before I give it to her. But I knew that I wasn't going to see her for a little bit, so in the meantime, I've been reading it. So I can't really... I'm almost done reading that one, honestly, only like 10 pages away from finishing it. So I will most likely be finishing it in this vlog a little later today even. I'm also currently reading The Hobbit. I love this book so much. My brother growing up actually had this exact same book. And it looked a lot like this, but it has like these gold pages that are so pretty and just all these markings. It's such an old book, but I love that I'm reading it this way. It just has like some natural wear on it and stuff, but it honestly has so much life to it, and it just goes with the film, to be honest. I just grew up watching those movies with my family, so very nostalgic to me. I also have Gone Girl. I just started this one today, actually. So this is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I'm currently on chapter 3, I believe. You've probably already seen the movie with Ben Affleck. But of course, movies always leave so much out. So I've never read the book before, and I really wanted to read it just to see what little things in between were missing. So I'm currently reading this book right now as well. These 3 currently. So this upcoming year, I would definitely love to set a goal for like 20, but I would love to hit 30. I don't know if I'm shooting too high, but we'll see what this year brings because I don't know how stressful it's going to be. So we'll see. 2024 will be the year that I read 20. I want to hit that for sure. Definitely check out my Goodreads because I update that regularly, linked in my description box below. So if you guys ever want to send any recommendations or anything my way, please feel free. But yes, I think right now I'm just going to continue to relax because it smells so good in here. Just some cinnamon going, some apples, some oranges, some cranberries. It just smells so nice in here right now. Yes, just wanted to hop in and just have a little chat with you guys. I think I'm just going to relax a little bit and wait for my partner to get home. Take in all these good aromas. Currently in the restroom right now. That's why my shower curtains are up because my cat honestly always bites the shower curtains all the time, so we have to put them up now. But anyways, I'm having kind of a relaxed day at home today. I had a few minutes, so I just kind of wanted to put a little bit of makeup on and just kind of get slightly dressed. I really wanted to redo my nails because they were looking really chipped and terrible, but I just kind of wanted to get my things together to do that. I have my simmer pot going on right now. Like I said, I've had a very chill day at home today, so I just kind of have a simmer pot going, and I wanted to get a little bit of reading done in a minute. But first, I wanted to have a little bit of self-care first and just kind of do my nails a little bit. I went ahead and just took off all the old nail polish, shake them, and I'm about to get all my stuff together. But yes, let me show you guys really quickly which color I'm going to choose. So this is the color I'm going with. It's from 𝒂𝒐. It is in the shade Millennium Momentum. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to have a few minutes just to sit down and do my nails. I might do my little kiddo's nails as well. So yes, let's do our nails really quick. morning. I'm about to be on my way. Sorry for this weird lighting situation. It is currently 10:15 in the morning. I'm about to go grab some coffee with my friend and give her a Christmas present that I got for her. I haven't seen her in a little bit, and it's New Year's Eve today, so I am really excited about getting to see a friend before the year is up. I'm just gonna have a little coffee and just have a little chit chat together. So I'm on my way to do that. It's actually pretty cold outside today and I'm in shorts. So I don't know what my thought process was this morning when I got ready. I must have been half asleep still. Let's go ahead and make our way over to the coffee shop. I'm so excited to have a little coffee with my friend. So yes, let's make our way over. So I just finished up with my friend. I had such a good time. We had some coffee and then we had some nice little chit chats. I got a cortado with oat milk and then I also got an iced butterscotch vanilla latte with oat milk. Oh my gosh, it's so good. My friend was so sweet and she got me a Christmas gift. I kind of wanted to show you guys really quickly. She got me these two stickers. One of them says, "Get in, loser, we're going to Disneyland." And then the other one says, "You can't be sad at Disney." I love these so much. She also got me the spray, which honestly, I really like it a lot. I was kind of running out of the one that I currently have, so now I have another one. Last things that she got me were two bagus, a little baby size one and then a standard size. I've been wanting something in this cloud print actually, so I thought this was perfect. And I also have been rocking the same reusable bags for like the last 3 to 4 years and they're honestly holding up so well, but I've really been wanting some new ones and I just think it's so sweet that she got me these gifts. I appreciate that so much. I also want to share really quickly the book that I'm planning to start for 2024 to be the first book of the year. I'm going to start A Little Life. This book has been floating around so much on every feed of mine. I hear so many amazing things about it, but also that it's going to like break my heart and stuff. So I'm going into this book very scared, but super excited because I've been waiting to read it for a while and I'm so happy that I'm finally going to. It's a pretty lengthy one. And then my partner for Christmas, he got me a book. It's a Stephen King book called Holly that he released not that long ago. I'm so excited. This is also kind of a thicker read and I just love the cover of this book. I just think it's so gorgeous. I also want to say this is a spin-off because it contains a character that's in one of his other older books. But yes, there's so many books I want to read in this upcoming year, but I'm excited about these two new ones. So I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I don't know how lengthy this vlog is going to be. I feel like I was a very chatty gal in this vlog, so I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure I'll be uploading this video on New Year's Day, so if that's the case, Happy New Year. I hope that this video catches you in a good season of your life and that you're surrounded by people that you love. I hope that you guys have a happy new year. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!